I don't have 40 years to wait for my dividend investing to give me the return I want. End of story. I hear you loud and clear, and it's a fair statement. One of the biggest complaints people have when I talk to them regarding dividend investing is the time it takes to achieve the return that they need to live off those dividends. I get it. It can be a legitimate concern for many people.
Yes, I have a complaint. I think it's a perfectly fair complaint.
Luckily, dividend investing is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and there are options out there to speed up your timeline significantly by altering your strategy. Let's not waste any time getting into the good stuff. I'm Jonathan, and we're talking living off dividends faster in today's edition of Constant Cash Flow. It's pretty typical to see videos on YouTube talking about the need for $1 or $2 million or even more to retire off dividends. And with a traditional approach, that makes total sense. If you're investing with an average dividend yield in the 3% range, and you want, for example, $1,000 a week on average in retirement, you need about $1.7 million invested to achieve your goal. But you say, Jonathan, I don't want to be average, and I don't have the time or the patience to wait until I have almost $2 million invested to retire. I want to enjoy life while I still have, life.
Do we have a plan?
If you're watching this video, chances are you fall into that group. So what do? To me, there are two types of investing. One, I consider dividend growth investing, which is what most people think of. The second is dividend income investing, or investing for income now instead of way off in the future. And of course, you can and probably should work with a blend of the two. Let's start by taking a look at a typical dividend stock from the Dividend Kings list. Dividend Kings are widely considered the safest investments as they've not only maintained their dividends, but increased them for at least 50 consecutive years.
Impressive. Truly.
We're going to look at Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. Coca-Cola has increased their dividend for an astounding 59 consecutive years, making it one of the safest dividend stocks around and highly regarded by dividend investors. In fact, Warren Buffett holds around 400 million shares of Coke. Unfortunately, we don't have Warren Buffett's investing power, but what we do have is the same access to the same information he uses to make decisions on what he invests in. If we had, let's say, $10,000 to invest starting out, we could buy 177 shares of Coca-Cola at today's price. Those 177 shares would pay us a quarterly dividend of 42 cents per share for a total of $74.34 per quarter. This equates to a monthly dividend of $24.78. Coca-Cola has grown its share price by around 6% per year over the last 10 years, and its dividend around 6% as well. Well, in 10 years, our initial investment would be worth about $17,900 with a monthly dividend average of $42 if we had not reinvested our dividends. Now, if we had chosen to reinvest our dividends, we'd have a portfolio value of $22,722 with a monthly dividend of $52. I'm not knocking this type of investing because the reality is that it works, and it works extremely well. But for some people, they just don't have the time to wait.
We're short on time.
At the same time, dividend investing is something they want to do for the security and safety in a volatile market, which most analysts feel we're headed for. So, what other options are there? Let's look at a dividend income stock that provides a better starting dividend yield with a similar growth to Coca-Cola. If we look at Westlake Chemical, ticker symbol WLKP, we could buy 383 shares today for the same $10,000. We would receive a quarterly dividend of 47 cents per share with our purchase for a total of $180.82. This would give us a monthly dividend of $60.27, almost 3 times higher than Coca-Cola. Now, WLKP has grown its share price around 6% per year over the last 5 years, and its dividend at a rate of 8.57% per year. In 10 years, our initial investment would also be worth about $17,900, but with a much better monthly dividend average of $127. Again, if we had chosen to reinvest our dividends, we'd have a portfolio value of $34,283 with a monthly dividend average of $273, over 5 times more than with Coke. There's a quote from Benjamin Franklin that says, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." It was good advice then, and it's good advice now. Proper research and investigation highlight opportunities that otherwise would not be available. If you want to know some of the dividend stocks and ETFs I'm investing in right now, check out my recent video on the top 3 dividend stocks for 2021 year-end by clicking on the top right or the video link in the description below. Now let's take a look at one more dividend investment with an even higher yield, QYLD. It's a popular dividend ETF providing a high rate of return with a trade-off in capital gains. QYLD employs a covered call strategy, writing call options on the NASDAQ 100 index, saving investors the time and potential expense of doing so individually. At the time of this video, QYLD has a starting dividend yield of 10.31% at a price of $22.89 per share. We could buy 436 shares with our $10,000 starting fund. Those shares will pay a monthly dividend of 19 cents each for a total of $86 per month. And while that sounds great compared with our other 2 investments, keep in mind that covered call ETFs sacrifice capital gains for that impressive yield. QYLD has only averaged around a 3.5% share price gain each year since its inception in 2018. In 10 years, with no additional investments, our investment would be worth around $14,000, earning us $117 per month in dividends. If we had reinvested those dividends over the 10 years, we now have a portfolio value of $32,959, earning us monthly dividends totaling $297 per month. Now we're starting to see some promising returns. So what would it take to get to that $1,000 per week that we discussed at the beginning of the video with these 3 investments if we contributed another $1,000 per month after our initial investment?
Searching for answers anywhere.
With Coke, it would take 32 years of investing considering reinvested dividends before we could start living off our dividends. We'd have a portfolio value of around $1.9 million, earning us just over $52,000 per year. This is in line with the numbers we talked about at the beginning of the video and what most YouTubers are discussing. With Westlake Chemical, it would take us 15 years of investing before we could live off our dividends. We'd have a portfolio value of $591,899, earning us right at $52,000 per year. And with QYLD, we'd see our goal realized in just under 16 years. We'd have just over $612,000 in our account at the 16-year mark, and we'd be earning right around $55,000 each and every year. As you can see, using one of these alternative investing strategies would cut your time needed to live off dividends in half and allow you to do it with less than $600,000 in your retirement account. Now, personally, I prefer to take a blend of the 2 investing approaches, but again, that's because it falls in line with my timeline for retirement. Each person has different goals and different reasons for their goals. Check out the links in the description for some free stocks to give you a boost as well if you're just getting started. That wraps up our discussion on ways to live off your dividends faster. As always, please do your own research before making any investments to see if it's a good fit for you, your goals, and your personal risk tolerance. Keep an eye out for my next video coming out in just a few days that talks about my favorite investing platform and the one that I use to automate my dividend reinvesting. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about today's video and what you'd like to see discussed in future videos. I want to make sure that I'm putting out content that you want to see, and I really value your input. I'd appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel if this video helped you in any way. On the right, you can find more great videos to help you on your journey to constant cash flow. I hope you enjoyed today's information. See you guys next time.